Hi everyone, welcome to the weekly review of my emergency fund savings goal. Balance on the account is $15,100. Based off last week's video, I did hit the first milestone with my emergency fund, which was $15,000, but then I increased the goal amount to the next stage of the emergency fund, which is $30,000. My ultimate goal is to save up 1 year of expenses as an emergency fund, and that would be a total of $60,000. So I have a very, very, very long way to go. But let's go ahead and look at the deposits for the past week. So coming off the really high deposit of almost $10,000 on March 7th, on March 12th, I was able to deposit $30. And that's all the money I was able to put in for this week. Now, I like to show this because I do think sometimes when I put in a big deposit, it can maybe give the impression that there's a lot of money and every week is these big deposits and I'm just accomplishing these goals and it's so easy. But it's absolutely far from that because $30 was literally all I could find last week to put into the emergency fund. But I always say it's not about the amount, it's all about the consistency and committing to the habit of putting some type of money towards the emergency fund every single week. That is the key. So that's it. It's not always highs. It's not always large numbers and big deposits going in. But I also want to go on a bit of a rant in this video because I do believe in full transparency. And like I just mentioned, I never want to present this journey as just this linear line that's just going straight up. It's more of a zigzag because I did my taxes and comes to find out that I'm going to owe approximately $13,000 to the US government because apparently they under withheld for my federal taxes. Now, I have gone ahead through my company payroll and change my deductions so that now the most possible taxes get taken out of my account, which is, I did put it single with zero allowances. So that is a legit, the lowest level you can go to ensure that the most possible taxes is taken out, because next year I just don't want to be in a situation where I owe a $13,000 tax bill. Taxes in general is so effed up because I pay so much money in taxes every single month. I pay approximately $6,600 per month in taxes. So for the government to then say, oh, we need more money, it's so infuriating because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm being robbed and not really being given anything in return for all of these taxes being paid, because our government just completely mismanaged our money and don't even get me down that road. It's one thing if you're going to rob me and then actually manage the money efficiently, but you're going to rob me and then do a bunch of corruption and political favors, whatever the nastiness that they're doing in government is just completely infuriates me. And government didn't work not 1 hour, not 1 minute for any of the money that I've earned, that I had to give blood, sweat, and tears to earn, and then for them to just take so much freaking money and then ask for more money. Oh my gosh. It makes me so mad. So all of that to say, when I get hit with this $13,000 bill, guess where it's going to come from? It's all going to get pulled from the emergency fund. I know that is the whole purpose of an emergency fund for situations like this. But again, if you're someone who pays a ton of money in taxes, it's just boils your blood for more taxes to be asked for. And I live in a high cost of living area. I live in New York City. So not only do I pay federal taxes, state taxes, I also pay city taxes on top of that, plus a family leave tax. There's so much There's so much taxes just on top of the bare minimum that most people pay that I pay living in New York City. And yes, I understand, well, you chose to live there, you can move somewhere else. I understand all of that, but there's okay, I believe in everyone contributing to taxes. Of course, everyone does not contribute to paying taxes. So I honestly feel like the middle class is the one who is really carrying the world in terms of taxes because that's how it feels to me because if your income is too low, you don't pay taxes. But then if you're really wealthy, they have all types of loopholes to like not pay their taxes. So then it's like, okay, the really poor doesn't pay taxes, the really rich doesn't pay taxes. So then it's like, it's the suckers in the middle, like me, that pay all these taxes. And because I don't have a business and all these crazy write-offs, it's like I'm like prime prey for the tax predator to just come and gobble me up because I don't have anything protecting me. It's just I'm just a W-2 employee. I don't have business. I don't have write-offs. I don't have all of these things at my fingertip to significantly reduce my taxes so that I actually end up getting a refund. It's just so bizarre. And I'm not going to just go start a business just to start a business that I have no interest in to like somehow play this silly game with the government to try to avoid taxes, right? If I had a genuine interest in something and wanted to start a business, absolutely I would do that. But it's just so infuriating for like just folks like me who don't have anything to hide behind. We completely get pummeled, absolutely pummeled with taxes. So I am meeting with my tax preparer next Sunday. So the tax bill will be given to me at that time. And I do plan to pay the full amount in cash from the emergency fund. I played around for like half a second with the idea of setting up a payment plan with the IRS and submitting monthly payments, but I'm not doing that. I don't like owing anyone anything. The only debt I have is my mortgage, and even that I'm annoyed with because I would love to pay it off, but I'm not rich enough to pay it off. There's no way, like, heck, was I going to like add an IRS tax debt and make monthly payments when I have the full amount in cash in a bank account that I can pay. So it's going to significantly reduce the emergency fund. So we'll be starting basically from scratch with the emergency fund, trying to get it back up to $15,000 once this tax bill gets finalized and I submit the payment, which should happen at some point this month. So this is my little rant on taxes. I know there's nothing I can do about it, except, like I said, I went ahead and changed my deductions and filing status so they can take out the most possible taxes. And I actually just got paid on March 15th, and they took out so much more taxes. It's so infuriating. But I'm like, okay, fine, let them rob me. Deep breaths, and if this allows me at the end of the year to just break even, that's fine, because that's also ultimately what I want. I don't want a refund because I don't want to give the government any type of free loan to continue with their corruption. I rather have my money and invest that and just break even. So this is the plan going forward. So hopefully I won't be in this position next year, or if I owe, it would be a minimal amount, etc. But that is all I have to say. Taxes suck, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.